Live from WFSB, Connecticut's #1 local news, this is Channel 3 Eyewitness News at 7.
Good morning. It is 7 o'clock on this Wednesday. I'm Nicole, Nalepa, and we are following all of your top stories this morning. We turn you now to the coronavirus in Connecticut, where the latest numbers are continuing to trend in the wrong direction. Our state's positivity rate is now coming in at 2.4%, and that's the highest it has been since June. More than 13,000 tests were performed in the last day. Of those tests, 320 came back positive. 17 more people are in the hospital this morning, giving us a total of 172 hospitalizations. And in the last day, one more COVID-related death was reported. Meanwhile, state officials say they're watching 2 coronavirus outbreaks at Avon nursing homes after 2 people died and dozens more have become sick. It's happening at Avon Healthcare and residents of Brookside. Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Caitlin Nuclo has the very latest on what's being done to stop the spread.
Health officials at Avon Healthcare say 1 person has died, 22 residents have tested positive, and 3 are in the hospital. And they say 14 staff members have tested positive. At residents at Brookside, 1 person has died. There have been 11 positive residents, and 3 staff members have come down with it. This all comes as the positivity rate in Connecticut is climbing, and the state is urging people to be cautious.
We have a stockpile of our PPE that we're ready to go, so we are ready for what's happening, but nothing can make us more ready than have each and every one of you take this, continue to take this seriously a little bit longer.
Caitlin Nuclo, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Meanwhile, Michigan, Ohio, and Virginia have been added to the state's travel advisory list, and no state or U.S. territories have been removed. Those who come into Connecticut from any of the states listed on the list must either quarantine for 2 weeks or they can skip the quarantine altogether and show proof of a negative COVID test within 3 days of arrival. Governor Lamont says he thinks the advisory has been very effective, but he says if our positivity rate goes over 5%, he would consider making some changes, including rolling back reopening phases. Drug maker Pfizer, which has a major research facility in Groton, is planning to start testing its experimental coronavirus vaccine on children as young as 12. This would be the first coronavirus vaccine trial, that is, to include children in the U.S. The Vaccine Research Center at Cincinnati Children's Hospital says teenagers ages 16 and 17 will be getting the vaccine this week. Now, while the death rate from the coronavirus is lower among kids, they can still develop serious symptoms. Meanwhile, Eli Lilly has temporarily stopped human testing of its experimental antibody therapy. The drug maker said only that the pause reflected a, quote, abundance of caution. And this announcement came a day after Johnson & Johnson stopped enrolling people in its coronavirus vaccine trials. The company says it's investigating the unexplained illness of one of its participants. Happening today, the city of Meriden is working to help struggling local businesses affected during this pandemic. Businesses will be able to apply for grants of up to $5,000 so long as they can prove that they need the funding. And this is part of a partnership with the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development and the finance company Capital for Change. Also today, more than 400 nurses at Bacchus Hospital in Norwich will continue striking, and this will be their second day doing so. They were walked off the job yesterday morning after failed contract negotiations over wages, benefits, and access to PPE. The hospital remains open during the strike. Jet engine manufacturer Pratt Whitney is laying off hundreds of salaried workers amid the continuing decline in air travel. The company is cutting as many as 450 jobs in the East Hartford and Middletown plants.
Pratt is one of the largest manufacturers in the state of Connecticut. So the impact will be felt not just in East Hartford, but of course throughout the state of Connecticut.
This is part of the 15,000 jobs that Raytheon plans to shed worldwide. And we'll have the latest and, of course, continue to follow this story for you. In New Haven, police say the woman who dumped an 8-month-old baby in a dumpster was the child's babysitter. 24-year-old Andiana Velez appeared in court yesterday and is now being held on a $500,000 bond. The baby's mother says Velez stabbed her and then took off with the baby. Again, this happened on Monday. Well, Velez says the baby's mother pulled the knife on her, and then she left the baby there where she knew someone would find the child. We're told the baby had burns on her hands and was brought to the hospital where she has been listed in stable condition. New Haven police and the Department of Children and Families are continuing to investigate.
Hi, everybody. Good morning. 41, the typical overnight low. We're in the mid to upper 40s. Scott Haney in the early morning forecast center for you. It is delightful out there. We've got bright golden sunshine. The rain from yesterday has made a departure after leaving anywhere from 1 to 4 inches of rain in parts of the state. Pretty remarkable rainfall totals in certain towns like Vernon, picking up over 4 inches of rain, and South Windsor over 4 inches of rain. Our Doppler right now scanning the state dry. Good morning, everybody. It's time to rise and shine. We do have a little bit of fog out there in parts of the state. You'll notice Meriden down to 1/4 of a mile, but everybody else is reporting a good 10 miles of visibility. Now that the sun is up, it will be burning off any fog that we've got out there. The temperatures are going to take off today, and they're going to get close to 70 degrees with bright golden sunshine. You'll notice the sunny skies there prevail right across each and every hour. More of the same for the shoreline. What a great day for a walk along the beach. It's not going to be crowded. Put on some sunscreen, though. That sun can still do a job. And we are expecting bright golden sunshine along the shoreline today. All right, now the temperatures out there, once again, look at Danbury at 39. That's certainly jacket weather, folks. 42 in Salisbury, 42 in Torrington. So even though the numbers are a little bit above average for most locales, we're a little bit below average in Danbury and in Meriden. Much better in New Haven with a temperature of 52 degrees, and the winds are calm for the most part. No gusts to be reported at this time. All right, look at Hartford. Absolutely gorgeous this morning. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that sun coming up. Sun's coming up in Stores, too. Not a cloud out there, and more of the same as we take a look at New Haven. You can see the sun coming up there as well. So our satellite and radar confirms high pressures in control. The next storm system won't roll in until Friday night into Saturday morning. By Friday afternoon, we start to see some scattered showers breaking out, and that scattered shower activity turns into some heavy rain Friday night into Saturday morning. Here's early warning futurecast tomorrow's weather today, showing us an hour-by-hour depiction of not a lot going on, so I'm just going to skip ahead here at Friday morning. Friday morning, partly to mostly cloudy, and then some scattered showers push in by about noontime on Friday. The rain gets particularly heavy. This is Friday evening around 5:30, and then it pours overnight Friday night into Saturday morning. This is Saturday at 2 a.m. It's pouring. Very heavy rain Saturday morning, giving way to partial clearing by about 1 or 2 in the afternoon. Saturday late in the day looks good, but we got to get there first. We could pick up again an additional 1 to 2 inches of rain Friday night and Saturday morning. Daytime highs today with abundant sunshine, climbing to the upper 60s and low 70s. A milder day than it was over the past 2 days. The sun is up at 7:03, sets at 6:10. You will see that abundant sunshine all day. Tomorrow, another nice day, even warmer, 75 degrees, and then a little bit cooler for Friday. Increasing clouds, showers developing in the afternoon, rain heavy at times Friday night through Saturday morning. Saturday afternoon clearing. Sunday looks great, 65 degrees, definitely the pick of the weekend. And then Monday looks good. Temperatures start to warm up a bit to 69, and then 63 for Tuesday with a chance for some passing showers. That's a check of your early warning forecast. Again, I'm meteorologist Scott Haney in the Early Warning Forecast Center at Channel 3, hoping you all have a great, safe, and healthy Wednesday. Nicole?
All right, thanks, Scott. We are following some breaking news this morning in Haddam. Such a sad story. We learned that 2 people died in a crash last night on Route 9. It happened just after 10 o'clock near Exit 8 on the northbound side. Police tell us James Reed of Bloomfield and Brittany Cook of Waterford were killed when their car went through a stop sign at the end of the ramp and hit a rock wall. Police are still trying to figure out what exactly led up to that crash. And now to the latest involving all things campaign 2020, right here on Channel 3, your election authority. Supreme Court nominee Amy Coney Barrett will be back on Capitol Hill today for day 3 of her Senate confirmation hearings. The Senate Judiciary Committee questioned Judge Barrett for nearly 12 hours yesterday. She refused to say how she might rule on cases involving abortion rights and the Affordable Care Act. Barrett also refused to commit to recusing herself in cases involving this year's election. During a campaign rally in Pennsylvania yesterday, President Trump praised Barrett's performance and says he thinks she'll easily be approved by the Senate. Meantime, while campaigning yesterday in Florida, Democratic nominee Joe Biden said he believes Republicans are rushing to fill the court's vacancy because they want to get rid of the Affordable Care Act. Those are some of your top headlines and your latest forecast on this Wednesday. We're halfway through the work week. Thanks so much for tuning in to Eyewitness News this morning. Remember, you can get news and weather updates anytime on the Channel 3 app. Look at that beautiful sunshine behind me. Enjoy the day. Have a good one.